What's up, YouTube? It is week 15 and we are progressing. So I've moved on to doing my overall Aimlab training now, but there's a little bit of a caveat in the fact that I just haven't been playing as much Apex or Aimlabs this week. So one thing I noticed is that my flicking fell off a bit, and I think that now that I have flicking as part of an overall playlist instead of just focusing on flicking, I fell back a little tiny bit. I'm hoping that it'll get back above 50 again, but also the flicking tests I have in there right now are pretty challenging. I don't have any real easy ones like path trace or anything like that. So I think it might take a little while for that to regulate. The good news is some of my other areas are kind of coming up gradually, which is what I expect. I didn't expect any huge gains. Again, perception just like rubber bands all over the place, so it's making the numbers look kind of weird because I'm all the way up to like 70.7. If we go over to Apex, we're down a little bit this week, which makes sense. I'm playing a little bit less, so I'm not doing quite as well. Another big problem with Apex is I've been playing a lot of the Shadow Royale mode, and as far as I can tell, that doesn't affect your stats at all. So it makes it a great game, like a warm-up game mode, because it doesn't impact your KD or anything like that. The downside is it doesn't impact your KD. So this is mostly just a very narrow snapshot of the ranked games I've been playing, and I'm trying to get into platinum again, so things are getting a little bit tight in like gold too. So the challenge is a little bit more in rank than I think if I was just dropping pubs. So seeing like a slight drop off, but nothing too extreme. If we go into the charts, everything looks okay-ish. Overall, in Aimlab, we're kind of moving upwards and onwards. In Apex, we dipped a little bit, but again, nothing too concerning. I wouldn't be surprised if we're pretty much back on track to around a 0.75 next week. We'll see how I play this week. It's hard to say. Also, it depends how the grind goes in ranked and whether or not I get some time to just kind of play regular pubs. So yeah, it's going to vary somewhere between like zero point 0.7 and 0.75. I don't expect any huge changes. But another video I'm going to be doing later on this week is actually reviewing some of the mistakes I make and see if I can start internalizing some of the things that I know that I do wrong frequently and start working on addressing those as opposed to just the pure mechanical changes of Aimlab. So I know a bit of a heads up before that video even comes out. Weapon selection is a huge issue with me. I'm not switching to the right weapon at the right time in the fight, and that's something I think I'm just going to try to be more cognizant of. So there's lots of ways to improve. Aimlab is just one of them, and yeah, the like I said, the damage and the KD I'm seeing in Apex right now is probably not too surprising because I didn't put enough time into the game. So one thing I think I'm going to be doing after this season ends and we get into season 7, I'm going to start adding a new metric, which is going to be time played in Apex. So each week I'll record how many hours I have in the game, and then I'm going to look at how much just pure Apex time influences my numbers versus Aimlab scores as well. So it'd be kind of interesting to see, if you just spend, one more hour in Apex, what's the end result versus spending an hour in Aimlab. So that'll be one thing I'll start adding in as well, which should be pretty interesting. So anyway, yeah, not a lot going on this week. You may have seen I've done some videos on some other games as well. I'll be doing another Let's Play on Dark Souls Remastered as well. So yeah, hopefully I find that shield. Anyway, for those who stuck around till the end, thanks a lot for watching. Did you like that video? What, you did? Oh, here are some other videos on the left and a subscribe button. Just look at it. Don't you want to click it?